Hey everyone, in this video we are going to walk through the process of integrating Splunk Enterprise with a universal forwarder on a Windows operating system. In this video, we are going to see prerequisites. Step 1, how to download the universal forwarder. Step 2, universal forwarder installation and configuration. Step 3, to check if the universal forwarder is sending the data to Splunk. Before we jump in, let's make sure we have all the necessary prerequisites in place. To get started, here is what you need. A valid account on Splunk.com, Splunk Enterprise installed on a Linux instance with port 9997 open to receive data from the universal forwarder. Note down the public IP address or DNS of your Linux instance. Ensure port 9997 is open in the firewall settings by editing the inbound rules in the security group. Have a Windows server with admin access ready to install the universal forwarder. In this video, we are going to use my laptop for the installation. That's it for the prerequisites. Let's move on to the first step on how to download the Splunk Universal Forwarder. Let me open my browser and I'll go to splunk.com. Let's log in. Once you're logged in, navigate to the Products tab and click on Free Trials and Downloads. Scroll down to find the Universal Forwarder. Click on Get My Free Download. Under Windows, we are going to select 64-bit .msi file. Let's click on Download now. The download is started. Yes, we have downloaded the Splunk forwarder. Now let's go to the downloads folder and let's verify it. Yes, we have the Splunk forwarder .msi file. Before installing and configuring the Splunk Universal Forwarder, let's go to the indexer and configure 9997 port to receive the data. Now I'm going to log in into my indexer. Okay, here we have to go to settings, forwarding and receiving option under data. In here to receive data, we are going to configure receiving. Now we are going to add a new receiving port. The port is 9997. Let's save it. Yes, we have configured the port. Now let's go and install the Splunk Universal Forwarder on the Windows. Now let's go to the downloads folder. Double click on the installation file. Now I'm going to check this box to accept the license, and for the installation option I'm going to select an on-premises Splunk Enterprise instance. Let's click on customize option. Here you can select the folder which you want, or you can leave it to the default folder. For now I'm going to leave it to the default folder. Let's click on next. For now we are going to skip the SSL certificate option. Let's click on next. In here, to install Universal Forwarder as, I'm going to select local system option. Next. So this is where you will select the logs which you want to send from the Windows to the indexer. I'm going to select all the logs available here. Click on next. So now we are going to create the administrator credentials. Let me give a username and let's uncheck this and give our own password. Let's click on next. We are going to skip the deployment server part. We are going to configure the receiving indexer. So I'm going to give my receiving indexer's IP address here. Let's copy the IP address. Okay, and the port is 9997, which we configured in the indexer. Let's click on next and install. Windows will prompt for permission. Click yes. The installation is done. Let's click on finish. Yes. Now the Splunk forwarder is installed and configured successfully. Let's move on to the step 3. We have successfully installed and configured Splunk Universal Forwarder on the Windows. Now let's move on to the step 3 and verify the integration. Let's check if Indexer is getting data from the Windows Universal Forwarder. Let's log in into my Indexer. Let's go to search and reporting app. Let's change the time range as last 15 minutes and let's check in the main index. If you check the source, yes, we are getting the data from the PC laptop to the indexer. We have successfully integrated Splunk Enterprise with the Universal Forwarder on the Windows machine.